Our NBC News has obtained audio first put out by ProPublica from inside a U.S. Customs and Border Protection facility. This audio was given to us by civil rights attorney Jennifer Harbury, who said she received it from a client who recorded it, and that client is remaining anonymous for fear of retaliation. We should continue to note that the audio recording has not been authenticated by NBC News, but this is what the White House is going to have to answer for at the top of the hour.
Bueno, aquí tenemos una orquesta.
So those are the sounds of the policy. We now have the pictures, we now have the sounds. No parent is going to be numb for long.
I hope not. And I thought Republicans were pro-life. And this is all about, and this whole situation is about these kids having a life. And all the damage that is being done to them by being separated and pulled from their parents is going to live with them for a long time. And so if you're a true conservative, you're a Trump Republican, this just can't stand.
Even more than pro-life.
Let me get personal, because there's someone that got real personal with you. Matt Schlapp. He's
Yeah.
one of the loudest voices for pro-life causes. You've heard Matt and Mercy Schlapp. Mercy Schlapp, a senior advisor in the White House. Kellyanne Conway, one of the most visible forces, bringing the president around to all of the important events for pro-life cause. You heard from any of those important figures? I mention them because they're former colleagues.
Right.
We used to fight inside the same trench. We're now on opposite sides of the Trump question. But they've been vitriolic in their attacks against people who take Laura Bush's point of view on the Trump question. And I wonder if you've seen any hypocrisy in people who are such loud, forceful, and vitriolic in some instances.
There's absolute hypocrisy here. I was going to say even beyond the question of the life issue, is this is the party that was pro-family.
Right.
And we never said in our articulation of that pro-family value that, well, we're only talking about American families, or we're only talking about white families, we're only talking about Trump families. We talked about families. That's why our reach globally and through the office of the presidency was to look around the world and see where despots and bad actors were working against the interests of families, and we had a voice in that fight.
And
we don't have that authority nor that voice any longer.
And I guess the reason I'm naming names is because these were people who worked in other administrations.
Because they've been silent.
And they know, well, they've not been silent. They've attacked people who have thought that Trump doesn't come down on the right side of the despot question, or the humanity question, or the civil rights question. They've not been silent to you or me. But let me ask you, I mean, Secretary Nielsen, who's going to take the podium in 2.5 minutes, I mean, she knows better. Matt and Mercy Schlapp, they know better. What are they doing?
It's good to have the favor of the king. That's the most important value at this moment in time. It's not about principle, ideals, or values. Is that when they go into that building, the president says, "I like what you said on TV today."